Hey, what's up, Darren? Magandang umaga. Mayad nga agahon. Good morning, my brother. Appreciate you coming online, Darren. Haven't heard from you. I know you're getting all settled there in Cebu and all, brother. Mabuti, ang mabuti, brother. Mabuti, mabuti ako. HD, all right. Oh, I know, Darren. I know, Darren. I figure you're busy, man. So I wasn't like bothering you. No worries, my brother. I know how moving to another area. I know, man, that takes a lot of effort to get adjusted at a new place. HD. I got two moderators this time. All right, HD and Darren. They're both our only moderators. You two are the only moderators in our channel. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'll get started here in a minute. First thing, I wanted to mention because just to provide an update regarding the young lady, the Slovakian 23-year-old female that was murdered in Boracay Island. Just so tragic, it's like it's a shock to everybody, even here in our province of Aklan, especially in Boracay. Nothing like that has ever happened there before. Tourists are well protected in Boracay, if you can imagine, because that's what makes the money in Boracay is the tourists. So very unfortunate. The investigation, it's ongoing. I don't really want to discuss a lot. I'm sure you've seen the news already. Finally, yesterday, around 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon, GMA News here in the Philippines, Rappler, a few of the newspapers here in the Philippines started covering. When I first heard about it was Wednesday, and then that night I was thinking, well, I'm sure they'll report it in the news. I figure it's gonna be a big news in the Philippines, so. I didn't think about it till I always get up early in the morning. I'm always up by 4:30. So the first thing I did is I turned on the TV, and then I'm looking online for details, and I couldn't see anything, any information. That's why I figured I'll do that video. That's why I did that video. Because I thought it was important to pass that information. I know in the past I've heard, I don't know how much truth to this is, in Boracay when they have incidents of crime or anything like that, it kind of gets tucked away because, again, it's not good for tourism. And, but I thought it was just important because something like that, you have to let people know. It's like, I know I was reading some of the comments even yesterday on some of the island news here in Boracay Island and Aklan, and even some of the local people were saying they should have blacked out the news because that's what they do in the Maldives. And I was thinking, why would you do that? It's like to me, it's their obligation, the authorities' obligation, to protect people, make sure they know that there's a murderer in Boracay. It's like just so unfortunate. My prayers again go out to the family of the young lady. Hopefully they really catch the perpetrator and their family gets justice. Some people might be thrown off today due to, oh yeah, that's right, the daylight. I actually thought about that, HD. I was gonna bring it up today, whether I should start the live stream 8 a.m. here instead of 9 a.m. here, that way, because of the time. But I'm a creature of habit, HD. I don't like changing, I don't like changing times. I don't like changing days on people because I know that will just confuse people more. I've been doing the live stream 9 a.m. Philippines time every week for months now, at least 4 or 5 months now. So I wanted to routine, how we are in the military, man. Everything's about routine. But maybe next week I'll try to do it like a little early here in the Philippines. That way it's not so late. I know in the East Coast right now it's pretty late in the East Coast for the live stream. So maybe next week I'll start it at 8 a.m. here in the Philippines. Watch your last video about Tricare. Good info. Oh, thanks, Darren. Thanks, Darren. I hadn't done a Tricare video in about a year, so I figure I better update. Just make sure information is still current. Since I am medically retired from the military, I get free Tricare with zero copay, etc. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I think there's a little difference between medically retired and somebody that's 100% disabled. It's I don't know much about the VA, but I'll have to research that because somebody had mentioned, Darren, that they were 100% disabled by the VA, but they can't use Tricare in the Philippines. Somebody had mentioned that. So I know it's like confusing here. It's different here. And even for Tricare, it confuses a lot of people. That's why I did that video on how to use Tricare here in the Philippines. There are a lot of details about it through Facebook. All right, HD. That must be for that young lady. I'll have to double check, but think it is Tricare for Life or something like that. Haven't had to use it yet. Knock on wood. All right, I know, right? Knock on wood, brother. Local police have taken several suspects into the custody. Yeah, I've heard that too. That's why, it's like for me, it's like I'll wait, until we hear official reports. Lots of rumors, of course, here in our province, and even friends of ours in Boracay. It's like the rumor mills. News spreads fast. So. But me, I always wait for the official word. Actually, Dazel and I were headed to Boracay right after this live stream. Leanna won't be coming because she's got school today, and then Monday Leanna's got school. But Leanna and Dazel's mom has been staying with us. She's been here for almost a week now, and she'll be staying with us. So Leanna will have somebody here, and our dogs, of course. So it'll just be me and Dazel going to Boracay this weekend. My friend Vincent from Sacramento, California, he's there right now. Actually, I met him, and Dazel and I met him Wednesday on his way to Boracay from Iloilo City. We had lunch with him. At first, we were going to eat lunch at the Ugsaran restaurant by the Diversion Road, but we decided on the other restaurant because Dazel didn't like the fish at that one restaurant. So we ended up, but we ate up the Carinderia, talked, he's also a retired Air Force and also retired from the police department, the Sacramento area. So had a good conversation. That's why I want to make sure he's only staying in Boracay till tomorrow morning. His daughter also flew in Boracay, so I wanted to see him this evening, at least hang out with him this evening, or maybe even for breakfast tomorrow morning. Probably a real coffee, I know my friend was asking me about real coffee because he's from Arizona, my friend in Arizona. He's real particular about his coffee, about his brewed coffee and the cream, like milk or almond milk. So I'll check all that. I'll make a video tomorrow at Real Coffee because that's always the place where I go eat my breakfast. I love the breakfast there. And I ate breakfast there this past week. I did a video already. I ate the mango pancakes, the mango shake. Shout out to my good friends Elmer and Jen. I ate breakfast with them at Real Coffee. A very lovely couple from Indiana. I'm glad Elmer reached out to me. Got to sit down with them. And we were there I think at least 3 hours at Real Coffee, just talking. Uh, they come to Boracay often, so they say they're going to be back again, hopefully this year to Boracay. So next time, when I see them, I'll bring Dazzle in because I only went by myself to Boracay because that was the time I dropped Ruben in the Caticlan Airport. And after I dropped Ruben at Caticlan Airport, I think it was Tuesday, I went ahead. I had to get him there early. His flight was at 9, but I got him there about 7:30. So we left Calibo like at 5:30. So, but I got him there, and then after I dropped Ruben off to the airport, I just walked over to the jetty port because it's funny how the airport and Caticlan jetty port is walking distance. So it's like it's right there. So I just walked to the Caticlan jetty port and then headed to Boracay and had breakfast with Elmer and Jen. And I think they were gonna leave this morning. I was hoping I would catch Elmer and Jen today when we came back, but unfortunately they're leaving this morning. That's just how it is with Boracay. It's like people come and visit, come and go with Boracay, and I understand that. I try to meet as many people as I can when they come to Boracay because they want to meet us. But I'm glad I did meet them. I'm glad at least I got to sit down, talk to them. Very nice couple. I'm glad I can call them now good friends because they're awesome people. There, I'll have to double check, but think it is Tricare for life or something like that. Haven't had okay, okay, that's the same thing. Color police, Darren. But it's on file at Clark in case I ever. Okay, good that you're registered at Clark already. That's good, Darren. I'm also registered at Clark, man. I think my last visit there was for a PET scan. I did a PET scan at Medical City Clark. Hey, Ivan. All right. My good friends from Canada, Ivan, Antonio 3K. Kuya Dave's Adventure. Hello. All right. Hello, Kuya Dave. All right. Let me get my notes here because some of these I always have to keep track of like everybody here. I have it on my little iPad here because there's so many. The names doesn't match the YouTube handle, so I want to make sure like that I know who I'm talking to. Like Kuya, okay, I'll have to add you later, Kuya Dave's Adventure. I don't have you on my list, man. I have a long list here of like handles on YouTube and who they are, a little description on who they are. I am also 90% through VA, but get 100% because individual unemployability even confused me. Yeah, I know, Darren. I don't try to be an expert with the VA or disability or anything because I know it's like it's confusing. I know more about Tricare because I use it. That's what I use here. So I'm pretty confident when I'm asked regarding Tricare. But VA, I have nothing to do with the VA. So. OB, all right, my good friends Olsen and Aliyah. All right. Magandang umaga, Kuya, saying what's up? All right, from South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. 2D Hood Farms. Hello, Dazzle, Gino, Dazzle, Chloe, and all right, my friend Shane. That I know. I marked you down. To the Hood Farms because we're connected now on WhatsApp. So I know that's my buddy Shane. Was looking for preferred in Cebu, but surprisingly, I know, brother, that surprised me too. It's like a friend of mine, Mariah, was vacationing here with her mom, and they just happened to be in Cebu, and her mom's Tricare and wanted to be seen at Cebu, and as big a city as Cebu, they don't have a preferred facility. That surprised me too because I did research for them. They ended up going to that It had a Chinese name hospital. I forgot the name, but they went there. She got taken care of, but she had to pay everything up front and then file with Tricare. And a lot of that, somebody else had questioned me about that regarding Tricare in the Philippines. How another city is Davao. Davao City is another big city, but they don't have a preferred facility, if you can imagine that. It's like same thing with Cebu City. You would think a large city like that would have like a preferred facility for Tricare Medical, but the reason for that, I think, my opinion anyway, back in the early 2000s here in the Philippines, they had a lot of fraudulent claims. Hospitals were overbilling Tricare here in the Philippines. That's why Tricare got so strict here in the Philippines. It's like unnecessary tests, tests that didn't happen. They just were billing Tricare. So very unfortunate. We have to pay the price because of the abuse that happened back like 2002, 2003 is when all that happened. That's why they are so strict now getting hospitals here in the Philippines on the certified list, especially the preferred list. Because the preferred list, basically, you just pay your copay, the 75%, the hospital is just billing Tricare. So they really have to trust. They really have to trust that hospital, making sure that we're getting all the services at those hospitals. Hershey Place. Hello, Gino. Shout out my husband, K-Dog. He's a big, all right, K-Dog, all right. I'll have to add you to the list again because I don't think I have a Hershey Place. I'm just adding to my list here. Hopefully I can read through these comments like after the live stream because for some reason when I do it on my phone, I can't go back through all the comments. So I'm not able to add people to my list here. Are you related to Mark Weems? No, I'm not related to him, but I love his videos, man. I'm common with Mark Weems because I like hot stuff. I like eating chili and jalapenos, hot stuff. And when I went through my treatments, I couldn't eat it anymore. But now I'm getting my taste buds back and I'm able to handle some heat. Not like before. Before, man, I could just eat any peppers, jalapeno peppers, green peppers. It's like I just loved eating spicy food before. People in the U.S. interested in lunar eclipse tonight. The time it starts will be 2 hours after. Oh yeah, I saw that on Facebook, man. I saw that lunar eclipse. I didn't know it was tonight over there. HD. Thank you for that. You look Indonesian. I guess we are. I'm Filipino, so I guess Indonesians, Malaysians, we all kind of look alike. So. My friend Shane, I like brewed coffee. This 3-in-1 that's in there, maybe because my father made the world's famous coffee on the stove. Yeah, for me, I just drink the same 3-in-1, man, because it's just easy. I don't brew coffee just because I'll only drink 1 cup. Well, maybe now because Dazel's mom is staying with us, so maybe I can brew coffee. Maybe she'll be interested in brew because she likes to drink coffee too. But we're just using the 3. I can easily get like a little machine to brew coffee, and I think I still have some ground beans, or even like beans that I have to grind. But okay, all right. Thank you, Darren. Appreciate that, Darren. Thank you for watching out, brother. Thank you for watching. Sergeant USA Daniel, my good friend in Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you so much for coming online, Daniel. All right. Darren, I didn't know I was eligible for Tricare until I went to Guam Navy base. Oh, Always just use the I know, right? I mean, that's why, it's good to like check sometimes, Darren. And I know many people, that's kind of like for, military, a lot of, even for Medicare. I know a lot of people living here in the Philippines. That's kind of like one of their go-to if something big happens to them is Guam. So it's always good that to if you're that's gonna be your backup, or that's gonna be your go-to place to visit it, check out the facilities. Uh, that way when something happens, it's not like you're not stressed, or you're not like for me. Even when I went through all that treatments for radiation and chemo, I was pretty familiar already how Tricare works in the Philippines. So that did not add any stress to me at all. Medical City Iloilo being a preferred facility, was such a big help to me. Mom Marlene Silva, I couldn't thank her enough because she really took care of me. It's like, it's nice when you can just walk into the hospital, show your ID, go to the cashier, pay your copay, and that's all you got to do. I mean, she was like, she set up my appointments. She's checking on me during my appointment. Like, I have another MRI coming up next month, and all I got to do is like, I have her on my text. I'll just text her with my doctor's script, like the request for MRI, and she'll fire back to me with an appointment. And then I show up at Medical Iloilo City. She hands me a form to sign. I take the form to the cashier, pay them, and then go to my appointment. Easy peasy. It's like, she's made my life so easy, with all the medical treatments. That's why I always tell people, I recommend to people, if you can find a preferred Tricare facility in the Philippines, try to live within driving distance to it. Like us, I live about 3.5 hour drive to a Medical City Iloilo. So that's not a big thing for me. I've even gone here to 9 a.m. for members to our channel. And then, ooh, you can't hear me. Miss voice call. I just got. Oh, all right, Darren. Okay, Darren just messaged me on my messenger, says you can't hear me. So that's why I'm doing it on the phone here, Darren, because for some reason my laptop is, I've tried two different laptops, and I guess I don't have enough Mbps, and I've been working with Calibo cable trying to upgrade it, but it's the Philippines, and so you got to work with what you got, and that's the way I look at it. But I'll catch you, Nefty. Hopefully, he still hangs around in Calibo, because I know he had only planned on staying on Calibo for about a month. And I hanged out with Nefty and his partner. I took them to New Washington. I took them to the Esplanade, give them a tour of Calibo. But I know they've been busy. I know they're checking out Calibo, seeing if Calibo will work for them. Lalit Makwana. Hola. All right. Hola. Hello from America's Philippines. All right, Daniel. Quite a few in Manila, but I avoid the city. Like, same with me, Darren. It's like, I was born and raised in Manila, Darren. I was 12 years old when I left Manila. I was born in Tondo, Manila. So, but I avoid Manila at all costs. I think the 14 years I've been here in the Philippines, I've maybe gone to Manila maybe less than 5 times. And I only go there because of the embassy. And I go, the VA, I went to get the COVID vaccine there because the VA had offered it before they had the vaccine here in the Philippines. But I avoid it also, man. I don't like going to Manila. Hi, Eric. Hi, Gino. First time. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining the live stream, Eric. Appreciate it, my friend. Don't forget, everyone. All right. Thanks, Darren. Give me a thumbs up there. All right. All right. Thanks, Darren. Is Dazzle and Anna getting used to the new rod and reel? It's taken them time, Daniel, because they haven't gone a lot fishing. I think they need more practice, of course. And then they closed Loola's fish farm where they fish for tilapia. They closed it because it's been getting so hot here. Summertime, that's how it is. It's cooking already outside. I mean, it's only 9:28 and I'm looking outside, no wind, and I'm looking, it's over 90 degrees, man, and humid, very humid. I'm gonna start sweating here in a minute, even though I got the fan, I got the windows open. So that at Loola's fish farm, the water levels kind of drop and the fish even start floating. I mean, they're like, I guess it's even too hot for the fish. So they close. It's not open. It's been closed for a week now, I think. So we'll have to find another fishing spot for them. I told Dazzle we had gone to Nabaoy River. They got colder water in Nabaoy. Maybe we can find a place for them to go fishing there. But Dazzle's still trying to figure out, like, it gets the line gets tangled on that wheel thing. So she's still trying to learn that. She's still trying. But I know she'll get it. I know she'll get it. Like anything else, just practice. It just needs practice. Tim Arnett, do you know a couple preferred hospitals? The only preferred hospitals that I have gone is I've gone to the preferred Tricare facility at Angeles City, at Clark, Medical City Clark. I've gone there many times. I've gotten my PET scan there, an appointment, ENT appointment. And then in Iloilo City, that's my go-to place because I'm only 3.5 hours away. Medical City, Iloilo. They're a Tricare preferred facility in Iloilo City. So that's kind of like my go-to places. But I know there's several in Manila. But again, Manila, you gotta fight traffic, and you gotta, I just don't like going to Manila. So I'm just happy that I have one here in Panay Island. Michael C in the Philippines. Good morning, bro. All right. Yes, it's not bad. All right. Yeah, it's not, I've been drinking that 3-in-1, since I've been here in the Philippines, going on 14 years now. I guess I've adjusted to it. I have my own brand that I like, Copico. Copico Blanca or Blanco is my, it's like a creamy one. It's got a lot of cream on it. It's the one that I like. All right, let me just check here. All right. Tim, if you're gonna, you can search for preferred. Yeah, I actually, on the video I made there, and I put a link in there for that website. There's on the description box of that video, I did a Tricare 2025 for the Philippines. There's a link in there where you can copy paste to find the preferred and certified. Hey, Ray, my good friend in Sacramento, California. Hello, my brother. Sorry I can't join your live. Oh, no worries. No worries. I'm just glad you said hello. Always glad to see you on the live streams, my brother. All right, catch you, bro. There's actually one person here, Vincent. I'm going to see him later on. All right, there's Nefty. He's trying to... Morning, Gino. Man, he's trying to leave a message on my WhatsApp now. And my WhatsApp is on this phone, of course, I can't reply to him. But Vincent is also from Sacramento, California, so I'll see him later. As soon as this live stream done, Dazzle and I will head to Boracay. And we plan on staying till till Monday. So gonna be a nice mini vacation for Dazel and I, just the two of us. So Leanna's gonna stay home here with their mom. Oh yeah, right there. HD is posting the heat index. Copies 41, Iloilo 4. I mean, it's hot. I mean, I don't know what it is here, HD, but it's hot. I mean, I'm not sweating yet. I got the fan, the ceiling fan going here, windows open, but but it's only 9:30. So give 1 hour, 2 hours, it's gonna be hot here. But we're gonna drive to Aklan, so we're gonna be in an AC. But I know it'll be hot in Boracay. But when I went there Tuesday, I actually was walking around with my umbrella, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll wear a hat. I'll wear I carry my umbrella on Front Beach because I gotta protect myself now from the sun. One of the things that because my immune system is not as strong anymore. I wear a lot of sunscreen. I got this SPF 70 sunscreen, so I'm always using a lot of sunscreen, protecting I got a hat, like, Ruben got me this hat that like covers pretty good on my head, and then I carry an umbrella. Just have to be careful. One of the things that part of my new normal now is I have to be careful. Do all I can, that way I don't have any cancer recurrence. Surprised by which cities have I know, Darren. Really surprised how Cebu City and Davao City doesn't have a preferred facility. That to me, that's just amazing because those are the two big cities. I mean, between Cebu City and Davao City, I think they're like in the top 5 big cities in the Philippines. So for them to not have a preferred facility, that's pretty unusual. But Tricare has to be careful again because they learn from the past. Maybe that those cities got blacklisted for fraudulent claims in the past. All right, I'm just reading the audio loss and now it's back. It might be my internet again. Hopefully we can stay. Hey, Jumpy, all right, Jumpy. Sorry I'm late. Hello, Gino and crew. All right. Thank you, Jumpy. Appreciate you coming online. David, all right, he can hear. David, welcome to the Dazel live show. All right, Kip. All right, Kip. My good friend Kip in Tucson, Arizona. And I'm actually friends with Kip's wife now on WhatsApp. We're now connected on WhatsApp too. So my WhatsApp list is just like growing leaps and bounds. I think I'm gaining like 4 or 5 people a day on my WhatsApp. So I apologize if I make a mistake sometimes with who I communicate, because that's why I try to do. I try to put everybody on my iPad here, the handles and the names, but I'm trying my best, I'm trying my best. But the WhatsApp, I think it helps me because there's a picture of the person, so that helps me figure out who I'm talking to. All right, HD, it's a jumpy. Frank Aguilar, can I get measles vaccine too? I'll have to check. I'll have to check on that because I haven't gotten the measles vaccine. I don't know if I can even take vaccines now because my immune system is like weak now. So I'm not sure whether I can even get that. But I haven't heard anything about measles vaccine here. Maybe somebody in the watching, maybe you've gotten a measles vaccine here in the Philippines. Frank Aguilar said hi. All right. Yeah, HD, that's no joke, man. 106 degrees Fahrenheit. And the sun here is just intense, man. That's why I'm glad I walk around now with the umbrella because, and I'm not the only one. When I'm walking around with my umbrella, I mean, half the people I run across have umbrellas too. And it's not just women carrying umbrellas, it's like guys too. Because it's hot, it's just hot in the Philippines, and we're just beginning. This is only the beginning of summer. wait till like the end of March and then Holy Week in April. That's gonna be like the hottest time here in the Philippines. That's when you get that heat wave. You start hearing about brush fires. That's when that all that stuff starts happening here. All right, Jumpy. Thanks, HD. I'm I'm going to be getting you. All right, hey man, if you get me a Navy shirt, Kip, I'll wear it. It's like any shirt you give me, I'll wear it, brother. I like wearing my military shirts and representing the U.S. military here in the Philippines, my brother. HD, thanks. I should have. Oh, no worries, man. And not just t-shirt, man. I like to wear a hat too. So bring me a Navy hat. I'll wear a Navy hat, man. You sure you're not in Florida with all the heat? Oh man, I'm telling you, Daniel, man. It's like I said, I'm gonna be starting sweating here in a minute, man. And I got the fans going. I got the windows open here, man. Dazel crew might make a good t-shirt. We'll see, Jumpy. We'll see, Jumpy. Gino, I'm going to send you a message after the live. I did a little research on health insurance. Well, mine at least. Maybe you can use it to help others next. For sure, man. I'll be. Thank you for that information, Kip. And that's why when people reach out, I ask them too, because that's how I can keep track of latest changes. That's where I'm learning about the VA, how the VA works with their coverage here in the Philippines, and Tricare, because things change, man. It's a constant change here in the Philippines. I don't think you have to hear every time somebody comes in. Oh, Vincent. Vincent was he just came in to the Philippines, and he told me, and he showed me. I took a picture of it. Vincent has a United States passport, that blue passport, U.S. passport. And when he got to the airport in Manila, on his passport, it says their place of birth, and it says Philippines on there. He didn't have to show any other paperwork. The immigration officer in Manila just looked at his U.S. passport, saw in there place of birth Manila, stamped him with the balikbayan privilege 1 year, and he didn't even have any other documentation to show. So those kind of things, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't even think about that on the U.S. passport there's a place of birth there, and sometimes it'll say Manila, Philippines, and that's what it says with Vincent's passport. Ayo John, all right, Ayo John, good morning, brother, good morning. Hey, I love your videos, Ayo John. I like watching it, man. You make good videos. I like how you edit. I like you make some funny videos. You make me laugh. You make me smile. That's why I like watching your videos, John. Tim Arnett, thanks from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Fort Walton Beach. I'll have to look that up where that is. I've been to Florida. I visited a friend of mine there a long time ago. Actually, during my evacuation out of Mount Pinatubo when I was stationed at Clark, they gave us they evacuated out of Clark. We landed in the United States, thousands of us, Air Force people, and we didn't have military assignments yet. So they put us on leave. So I chose Florida because my best friend at the time, Dave, he was living in Avon Park, Florida, like Central Florida. So I flew there, never been to Florida, and I wanted to see him. He was stationed at Avon Park, and then I stayed with him for a couple of weeks until I got my assignment to Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana. So at least I got a chance to see Florida. Glad you made it. All right. Thanks, HD. Mr. 007. I'm thinking about investing in BGC for investment, using it on vacation. Is it worth it? Me, it's like I've held steadfast with this. When people tell me about investing here in the Philippines, buying here in the Philippines, I always tell people the same thing, and my stand hasn't changed. I always tell them, just rent here in the Philippines. Too much headache here buying land, buying property, buying condo. Just rent. Rent is so cheap here in the Philippines. That way you're not committed. There's plenty of ways to invest your money in the US, stocks, bonds, you name it. It's like I never recommend the Philippines as far as like especially property here in the Philippines to invest because it is hard to sell anything here in the Philippines. You might be able to buy it, and that's not even easy sometimes, even buying. Like, even with Dazel, we bought that land for Dazel. The only reason I really bought that land for Dazel is I'm trying to secure a place for that because Dazel, the fact that she's 29 years younger than me, so more likely I'm gonna be gone before Dazel. She's gonna have many years without me. So I'm trying to just set her up the best I can, like buying her land on her name, just building something for her. Like she's the only beneficiary to my life insurance. So just things like that. Even now, people ask me, we're living in like a $1,000 a month budget. And the reason why we live on $1,000 a month budget, my pension in the military pension is over $2,000. But I like to save for Dazzle. I'm not saving for me anymore because there's nothing for me that I need to buy. I don't have anything anymore that I want to buy or want to have. Absolutely nothing. I'm perfectly content with my life and the things that I accomplish. I just want to help more people, be a happy person, enjoy my retirement. So that's why we stay in a $1,000 a month budget because I'm putting away money for Dazzle. So the longer I live, the longer that nest egg is going to be for Dazzle. It will help if I can make it through Social Security, collect that Social Security. That's going to be more money I can save for Dazzle and Leanna for their future. Because let's face it, I'm like 29 years older than Dazzle. So I'm going to go first before Dazzle more likely. Hey, yo, John. HE, I appreciate it. All right. I'm glad you guys are interacting with each other. Man, we got some good people on our live chat. That's why I love doing this. That's why I keep doing the live streams because I like the positivity that we pass to each other, our support to our fellow people. It's like much needed nowadays, just supporting people, helping people. It's like for me, that's why it always encourages me to like help people with their move here. I really like, I don't charge anything. I really don't have a lot to gain, from doing, helping people. But I just want to have people a chance to find a good life here in the Philippines, because I think it's still a good place. If you receive any type of pension, from the United States, even if it's only one pension, you can have a good life here in the Philippines because people still talk to people here. You're going to be surrounded with people. The minute you get here, you're going to meet Filipinos, you're going to meet Filipinas, you're going to meet expats, people just have more fun here, and from what I'm hearing for people in the United States, that is just not happening in the United States. People are like doing their own thing. They don't want to be bothered with other people. And for me, that's like unfortunate, the unfortunate way to live because I'm sure the people that are staying here in the Philippines know what I'm talking about. Darren, example is Darren. He's moving to a new area. He's got friends. He's cooking American food for his Filipino friends. He's got a girlfriend. It's like that stuff, is becoming less and less what I hear anyway from people that are in America. Shane, all right, Shane. I know the umbrella thing as I was with an Asian woman 20 years when we went out to events, even a shirt. Oh, I know, right? I know, Shane. So you know about it. That's what I'm saying. I think somebody had asked me about that one time. Is it, because they have to cover themselves too from the sun. And it's so common here, I mean, actually, it makes sense to me, especially in this heat that we're having, man. I wouldn't be going out there without an umbrella because it's just too hot. It's hot. And there says it's hot. But I don't see how more people don't have heat strokes because oh, I know, right? I know, right, Darren? It's like, man, I haven't worn any jeans. I own a pair of jeans. I got like one pair of jeans, but I've not worn that pair of jeans in like 3, 4 years. I'm always in board shorts. Actually, I might have to wear, I have one khaki pants. And again, I haven't worn that khaki pants for so long now because Liana's graduation. Dazel told me, babe, you got to wear pants in the graduation. I told her, what? I got to wear pants? And then she also said, I have to wear like leather shoes. But I don't even own a leather shoes. So I told Dazel, I'll just wear my running shoes. I'll just kind of like hide in the back. Hopefully they won't kick me out of Leanna's graduation. But I know, Darren, I know what you're saying, man. It's like, it is not uncommon here. Like, even in this heat, people are wearing jeans and they even will wear like a long sleeve jacket. I guess long sleeve because you're protecting yourself from the sun, I guess. But it's too hot. I couldn't even, man. I'm already, when I go to Boracay, in the past anyway, I always just walk around in board shorts. I don't even wear a t-shirt in Boracay. But now, it's like I have to protect myself from the sun. I still might take off my shirt because I have the umbrella anyway. Because it's hot, man. This time of the year, March, April, are the hottest times here in the Philippines. I'm watching the Bucks game. LA is getting blown out. LOL. I know. Oh man, that's terrible. I'm a Lakers fan, John. So you probably know I'm a Lakers fan. That's why. But hey, it is what it is, man. Hopefully, we can get it going once we get to the playoffs. I still watch them, even though, even if they're not doing well. I always stay watching it. Put on your AC. All right. We only have in our house. We have a 2-story house, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. It's a 430 square foot tiny house, and we only have AC in our bedroom. So Dazzle, she's still sleeping upstairs, and she's got the AC up there, and that's really all we need, AC anyway, because I guess we can put one here downstairs in the living room, but electricity is not cheap here in the Philippines. Like, for us, we run it at night when we sleep, and we average about $60 a month running our AC every night to sleep. So if we run another AC down here all day, I know it's at least double our electricity bill. We're just frugal, man. It's like I've always been frugal. I've always been about saving. Like I said, I like putting away a nest egg for Dazzle. That's always been my goal since we got married. And I've been able to do that. I paid cash for our car. We bought a brand new Toyota Wigo back in 2018. Bumblebee, our tricycle, all paid off cash. I don't have any credit here. I don't even own a credit card anymore. I got rid of my US credit card, my Philippine credit card. I got rid of all those credit cards because I just don't trust credit cards anymore because of all the stealing and all the illegal purchases on your credit card. I don't have them. I have a debit card that I put like enough money to buy groceries or expenses, and Gcash. And even that, I limit the amount that's on the debit card and on the Gcash. I'll be turning 50 this year, so can get now. Wow, all right, man. Yeah, I know that. Normally, like SS, good. Thank you for sharing that, Darren. For people that are wanting that SRRV, if you're military, if you're retired military, related to the military or whatever, you only need $1,500 deposited in a bank account here in the Philippines. Really helps, a lot of veterans here in the Philippines to get that SRRB. I used to hate hats, caps, until I got in my face 3 times. I know, right? That's why I look at it, Daniel. It's like that's why I wear sunscreen all the time. I got a hat, the one Ruben gave me. It's like I like the hat because it's like it covers my head, but it's long. It covers like a good size hat that I wear. And the umbrella doesn't bother me at all, man. I walk outside everywhere with the umbrella. I'd rather live longer than have any more issues with cancer. Dadolina, I say hello from Avondale, Arizona. Thanks for the thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Avondale, Arizona. I lived in Arizona, in Tucson, Arizona, but I haven't heard of Avondale. I'm not familiar. I'll have to Google it later and see where Avondale, Arizona is at. I've traveled all over Arizona pretty much, but that's one area I haven't heard. Must be like a small town in Arizona. Abby Bourbon, in your experience, what are the pros and cons being a dual citizen? For me, when I got here initially in 2011, I only planned on using the balikbayan privilege because I have a Filipino birth certificate. I was born and raised here till I was 12. So that was my plan. I was just going to use the balikbayan privilege every year, exit every year, because I love to travel anyway. And I did. It's like since being retired here in 2011, I've traveled to Singapore, Malaysia, Bangkok a few times, Hong Kong. So I always travel anyway. So it would have been just easy to like fly out, come back, and the 1 year starts again with the balikbayan privilege. But I ended up getting my dual citizenship in 2012 because I wanted to use my GI Bill, my military education benefit here in Calibo, Aklan, at STI College Calibo. So I went ahead and got my dual citizenship. Not a hard process actually here to get your dual citizenship, but I've heard it's a lot easier if you get your dual citizenship in the U.S. or that Philippine consulate rather than coming here. Because here, when you have to get it here, you have to go to Manila. And, again, Manila, if you got to go to the Bureau of Immigration in Manila, that is like chaos over there. It's like that's one place you want to avoid if you can. So if you are getting your dual citizenship, get it in the United States. The pros and cons, once you become a dual citizen, like me, I'm a dual citizen now. I don't have to exit the Philippines anymore. As a matter of fact, the last time I exited the Philippines was like 2018 when Dazel and I went to Singapore. We haven't been back abroad since then because of the pandemic, and then I got sick. So it's been 7 years now. I don't have to exit. I don't have to exit the Philippines forever because I'm a Filipino citizen now. I have a certificate. And all I do when I do fly out, and I don't even have a Philippine passport. I can get one if I wanted to, but I don't really need it. I have my U.S. passport. I just renewed my U.S. passport. I did it in the mail. I didn't even have to go to the U.S. Embassy. I did my renewal of my passport by mail with the U.S. Embassy in Manila. Took about 30 days, and I got my brand new U.S. passport, good for 10 years. And I got it maybe 2 years ago, so I have another 8 years. But if I have to leave the Philippines, even to go back to the U.S. or go to somewhere in Asia, all I have to do is, when I come back to the Philippines, is show my U.S. passport and show my certificate. Like I'm a copy of my Philippine certificate, and they just stamp my passport, and I'm good. Easy process if you have that. But again, Vincent had mentioned to me, you don't really need to do that if you don't plan on staying here a long time in the Philippines, because he's not dual citizen. Vincent just flew in on his American passport, didn't have any other document but his American passport. And just because on the American passport it says born, place of birth, Philippines in there, he got the balikbayan privilege. So, But if you're staying here a long time in the Philippines, if you do plan on moving here, retiring here, it doesn't hurt to become a dual citizen, I think. Some people don't want to get their dual citizen. Like I know, especially the ones that are in the prior military, because it affects, they say it affects their security clearance if they're working a federal job in the United States. It would affect security clearance if you're a dual citizen of another country. So I've heard that's why people don't want to get it. But as far as I think it's beneficial if you are, because then you can stay here as long as you want. You can buy land here in the Philippines, under my name. I can buy land here because I'm a citizen of the Philippines. My views, your world. Hi, everyone. All right, all right. Hello, hello. Hey, yo, John. Thank you, Gino. I'm glad. Thank you for saying that. I hope I can make others laugh and smile also. Less stress. I know, man. You continue what you're doing, brother. You're making good videos. Hopefully, you get more subscribers to your channel. His channel is Ayo John. Darren, foreigners cannot own land here in the Philippines, can only buy condo as foreign. It is extremely hard to sell and hard to rent out if you are not. Yeah, thank you, Darren, for saying that, man. But reinforcing what I'm saying. It's like to me, if you're a foreigner, and I've given this advice to many people. One of my good friends, Tony in Atlanta, I steered him away from buying land here in the Philippines because he was thinking of buying land, buying a house. I told him, man, there's so many other good investments that you can do rather than buying land and everything here in the Philippines. For me, the only reason I bought land for Dazel, because she's Filipina, she's local here. It's a big deal for Dazel, to own land. It's an accomplishment for her to own land in the Philippines because where she grew up, how poor they were, it's like for her, it's a big thing. So I was all for it because it made Dazzle happy. And then we'll build a house there, once I get my Social Security here, like I'll be 59 in a few months, so about 3 more years when I collect Social Security. So hopefully everything's smooth sailing from here. That way I can build that house for Dazzle in her land. I was there, Mount Pinatubo as well, buddy. All right, Tim. All right. Never forget our evacuation for sure, man. One of the saddest day of my life was leaving my assignment, military assignment at Clark Air Base. I just love when I was stationed at Clark Air Base. And I still have friends at Clark. I've visited Angeles City several times, over the years. Friends from Angeles City actually come here, took them to Boracay, stayed at our house here. But I have many friends when I go to Angeles City because of my days at Clark Air Base. Getting my SRRB set as soon as I get to the Philippines. It's my #1 mission when I arrive. Yeah, I mean, you should not have any problems, Daniel, getting that SRRB. They have people that will help you get that in Manila. Canlaon volcano is being tracked. Might become really active. Oh, HD, I saw that. Actually, when it first erupted, when was that? I'm trying to remember where, because Dazzle and I were actually in Bacolod during that time. I shot a video. We were getting on the boat from Bacolod to Iloilo, and that's when the Canlaon first erupted. I was like, oh man, it's like. But we'll be back to Bacolod here soon too, because we've got friends there too now. Nicole was just here in Numancia. She moved back to Bacolod. She's friends with Dazzle, so we'll head out there to Bacolod, and we try to go to Bacolod at least once a year, a couple of times a year. Smart move, Sergeant. It will help you save on visa extension and can get car. Yeah, exactly, Darren. Yeah, make sure life easy when you're on that SRRV instead of that tourist visa. I know that many people do it, of course, the tourist visa here. You can still stay up to 3 years on the tourist visa, but it can get, because you have to go back there so often, every 2 months to renew, you keep renewing. It can get tasking after a while. Better to have, like, if you're planning on staying here long term anyway, better the SRRV, better, go that route. That way you can stay here as long as you want. Yeah, and I think it's worth it. Like Daniel, if it's $3,000 total to stay here for good, it's like definitely worth it in my opinion. Kip, my good friend from Tucson, Arizona. I did my pre-trip security briefing yesterday. I'm going to have to keep a list of who I decide to continue talking to when I return that are not U.S. citizen. This should be fun. That's funny. That's funny, man. Talking to her. That's funny. You have to keep a list. And Kip is headed here. Kip is headed here in October to Calibo. Kip is going to be our guest. Going to be the Dazel TV crew guest when he's here. And we're going to take Kip all over our province of Aklan. Make him feel at home. That way, Kip will come back here to our province of Aklan. Ayo John, I just subscribed and look forward to watching your videos. All right, thank you, Jumpy. I like Ayo John's videos because he makes simple videos, but they're funny. His videos make me laugh. He lives in the province here in the Philippines. Yeah, our videos are almost similar. We just like show the life in the province. We don't get controversial. We don't do stuff just to get subscribers or views. That's not my goal with our channel. I want good people on our channel. I want to keep meeting good people. I don't want to be controversial or make videos that would just grab people's attention. That's where you start getting trolls. We don't get many trolls on our channel, and I'm thankful for that. Make sure document needed, Apostle. I did mine. All right, thank you there, Tim. See, I like that, how people are advising people on things to do, sharing their experience, because that's the best way, in all of us to be successful here in the Philippines in our retirement, is sharing all the good information, help people, with their, because, I remember moving to the Philippines, making that leap. Even I was born and raised in the Philippines, but I was gone 30 years. So when I come back to the Philippines, it is not the Philippines that I remember. And I speak Tagalog, but it's still a giant leap for anyone to drop their life in the United States and come here. And I understand that. That's why I'm always like, whatever I can do to help, because even now the people that I talk to, like Ivan, like Olson, I know there's a mixture of excitement and nervousness about coming to the Philippines because, it's a giant leap. It's like you're coming to a new environment, a new place, new culture, new people. It's like you're going to be away from what you've been used to for so many years, But I just think if you make that leap, especially the ones with pensions already, receiving a pension, I just think you can have a great life here in the Philippines, and that's why I'm always trying to help people here, because it's just more relaxed here, it's like, I know you see a lot of like, in the news, like with the stuff, politics and all that. I don't get involved with any of that. And a lot of expats that I know, we don't pay attention to Philippine politics, to American politics. That's the last thing we want to be like talking about when we're hanging out. My friend Frank from Canada, my friend Ray, when we hang out here in Camellia, we don't talk about politics at all because that's so far away from our mind. It's like we're just happy that we're here. We're getting to enjoy a quiet life. People aren't angry. It's like people get along. We're hanging out. We're taking trips to like Boracay together, to Roja City together. I just think once you get here and you bring in a pension here, for even the single people, the older gentlemen that are single, I have not met, very few have I met here that when they come here single, older, pension age, very few I've met that haven't met a Filipina. It's kind of like, and you can say what you want. People say, well, it's a transactional relationship. They just want your money. I don't think that. It's like as long as two people, they're both adults, they're both single. Like me. I'm 29 years older than Dazel. I never was bothered by it, or never was an issue for either one of us. Either for Dazel or me. When we were going to STI College Calibo, when we were at school, I was wearing a school uniform. Dazel's wearing a school uniform. We're walking on the hallway holding hands. I never had an issue with it. It's like, I know other people might make a big deal of it, but like, why would you care? Live your life, man. I always tell people, man, just do you. It's like, especially once we're at our age, when I came here, I was 45, but, people are coming here in their 50s, 60s. Last thing you're thinking is worrying about other people. You just want to have fun. You want a good life, the rest of your life. It's like, leave that negativity, it's like, leave that alone. I mean, that's why I always just focus on the positives. 2D Shane. Okay, I come from the northern Midwest today. Was 63 degrees. My body had to adjust to hot weather. Oh yeah, 66. Man, that'd be freezing here in the Philippines. If we get that kind of 66 degrees Fahrenheit, man, people here in the Philippines will be wearing a parka, brother. If it was like 66 degrees here, it's like, I see people wear sweaters here when it hits 80. So I couldn't imagine if it's 66 here. There are areas in the Philippines that gets cold now, like Baguio City, Tagaytay City, there's areas here where you would need a light jacket, Frederick, all right, Frederick, my good friend in Iloilo City. So good to see you. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Hey, Frederick, I'm gonna see you again next month. April, I'll be in Iloilo City in April. So looking forward to hanging out with you again, my brother. Let us know how it goes. That is my plan if the doctors allow me to land there. All right. Good that we're connecting like that. Oh, Daniel and I were friends on Messenger too, Kip. And we chat each other. So as soon as Daniel goes through that process, I'm sure he'll share the information with me. Hey, yo, John. All right, Jumpy. I comment too. Yeah, Jumpy, he does. He comments all the time too on our videos. Thank you, Jumpy. Appreciate you, my brother. Daniel, thanks. I have the list for SRRB and getting them together for next March arrival date. All right, man. Hey, man, Daniel, that's like 1 year away. That's going to go by fast. I'm telling you. I remember when I was at that point. I came back from vacation in the Philippines in 2010. And I told myself, gave myself a year that I was going to be in the Philippines. And that last year that I lived in Tucson, Arizona, man, it flew by. Because between trying to sell my place, selling my car, getting rid of stuff, luckily I didn't have too much by that time, but I was still, you still have to get rid of your washer and dryer, refrigerator, TV, bicycle. I was a road cyclist. I was a mountain bike, so I had like a couple of bicycles, just trying to get rid of stuff, it takes time, and then all of a sudden you're like, dang, it's like I'm moving it to that date. So that 1 year, man, it's gonna go by fast. HD. I've been looking at house building designs for natural cooling, so AC or electricity is not necessary. It may look ambitious, but it's something of a bahay kubo and brainstorming idea. All right, all right. HD, my friend Stevie, he's gonna be here in November, and one of the things he wants to accomplish while he's here, he wants to put a bahay kubo in Dazel's land because he wants to have like a vacation place when he comes to the Philippines. And Dazel's land empty anyway, but trees and that Dazel's planting. So when he gets here, there's modern kubo now that they sell here in Ibahay Aklan, and they deliver it. It's pretty cool, man. It's like bamboo, same bahay kubo, but it has actually doors. It's got metal roofs. It's got glass windows. It's pretty neat. But there's videos on the modern kubo now on YouTube if you want to check it out. But soon, hopefully, we'll have one in Dazzleland when Stevie gets here in November. And he's also going to help. We wanted to fence Dazzle's land, cement fence, build a solid fence in Dazzle's land. And Stevie, he's construction guys. He knows about construction. So he said he doesn't mind supervising the construction of the wall. So that's going to be cool because I don't know anything about construction. So he's going to be a big help. Jumpy, Gino, does the single aircon keep both bedrooms cool at night? It can. What you could do with right now, the other bedroom, Leanna, she doesn't have an AC. She just has a fan. She just opens her window and she's got fans. But a lot of times what people will do is on the wall that separates the room, they put that square fan that will blow air to the other room. Just enough to like cool things down a little bit. And usually it's really hot here anyway, only like again, March and April. So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll let Leanna sleep in our room, when it gets too hot. But after March and April, especially, you won't need AC. Like we hardly use AC come rainy season because it gets breezy here, cooler air. But summertime is when you're gonna need AC here. But we only have like a 0.58 horsepower tiny window type AC. It's like we don't even have like the inverter nice ACs like that. That's why our electricity bill doesn't, reach like $60 a month. All right. It's a small town. Avondale's 15 away from Phoenix. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Now that you mentioned that in Phoenix Airport, now that you mentioned that, I think I have seen the sign before because I've driven to Phoenix a lot during my time in Tucson. My good friend Romel and Mina, they live in Phoenix, Arizona. So I have seen that Avondale sign. Never been to it, but I've seen that sign on the highway in Phoenix. Hey Gino, I see you got your internet back up to speed. Actually, I haven't, man. That's why I'm doing this live stream on my phone. Because for some reason on my phone, I can do a live stream. But on my laptop, I can't do a live stream. Maybe because the laptop takes more Mbps or something. But I have gone through Calibo cable. I have fiber optic internet with Calibo cable. We don't have like cable TV. We just have internet. I did go there and I found out that I was paying for 100 Mbps and I was only getting 50. In their system, something was wrong. And the guy said he'll upgrade it on their system. But I came back home and it's still 50. So I have to go there again to Calibo, to their office. So I'm not, it's like, it was no rush, it's like, if you know me, I never rush anything. I always like, oh, well, I'll get by with what I got. But maybe this coming week, if I have time, I'll go back again to Kalibo Cable and tell them, hey, you said it's gonna be 100 Mbps, but it's still 50. So maybe they'll solve it that way. But I'm able to do the live stream this way, so it's cool. It's like, Gino, if your head is too big around, someone may report you. As a UFO, hey man, people won't do that here, man. People are kind here, man. It's like, I actually, here in the Philippines, that's one thing. It's like, you really have to know people here, like close friends, in order to like joke around with each other. It's not like in the US. In the US, people can say sarcastic things anywhere. You could be in a grocery store and say something sarcastic and it'll be okay. Here in the Philippines, man, people, you only really joke around with people that you know, because that can turn ugly here fast, because a Filipino might look at it as a disrespect, and that's the worst thing here. It's like, they don't want, it's like, you got to be careful with that. I made a video of that a long time ago regarding sarcasm and joking around. Even my friend Brian and I, we had lunch the other day. He's from Houston, Texas. Brian retired now here for a few months now. He's retired in Lezo. And me and him were just talking, and he says, one thing that he's struggling, because Brian, he's got a good sense of humor. He likes to joke around, but the area where he lives, there's not expats there. It's mostly Filipinos, and he tells a joke or he says something, it just flies over their head. They don't know what he's talking about. They just give him a strange look. So he's having to adjust to that. But that's the thing, when you come here, Daniel, just be careful with the joke lang, But it's good that you know that word, joke lang, because that will help you a lot. If you do kid around, if you do say something funny in your mind that it's funny, just say joke lang. That way the Filipino that hears it, oh, okay, he's just joking. Because Filipinos, they're kind and good people, but they get offended easy. But like me, I kid around, it's like when I'm with my military friends, I'll joke around. Hey, there's Dazel's mom. Hey, mom. All right, no worries. Dazel's mom has been staying with us like at least almost a week now, and she's gonna be staying with us for a while. So she's welcome to stay here as long as she wants. I always tell her that. It's 7 today. He is on his phone. All right. He's on his phone. I'm going to the Shane. I'm going to give the puppies a bath. I'll be watching. So everyone, God bless. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your minute. All right. Thank you, Shane. Yeah, I'm always careful, man. I always take my time. I'm never in a rush. So we'll be in Boracay. If we leave here like at 11, we should be there like 1 p.m. and that's our check-in time. I think 2 p.m. at our hotel. So many places, towns have travel med centers where you can get your vac checkups to travel, being an expat. Yeah, I'm sure, like even here, even seeing like a Watson's, it's kind of like a CVS here, like a Walgreens, they give shots even at Watson's here. So if you're interested, I don't think I can get shots anywhere, because the last time I talked to my doctor, I asked him, because I hear people are still getting COVID shots, and he said, I don't need, better for me not to get immunizations anymore, because my immune system is weak. Way too hot up there, even if I do have to go up for Jollibee. Yeah, all right. There's a Jollibee at Avondale. That's all right, kid. Stratos, good morning from Greece, Athens. All right, Greece. I think you're the first one that said hello from Greece. welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for coming on the live stream. I love it when I see people from all over the world. Like last week, we had a person from Argentina, now from Greece, and I know my friend Gavin P. He'll be popping in here. It's his lunch break in Australia. He always like messages on the live stream. I have to run errands. All right, Darren. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much for coming online. Appreciate you, my brother. Ingat at paalam. All right, ingat, paalam, kapatid. Take care, take care. All right. The weather is actually nice now. 53 degrees. Summers are horrible during June to August. Gino knows that. Oh yeah, I know about the heat, you know. But when I lived there, I never really worried about the heat when I was in Arizona. I guess during that time when I lived in Arizona, I was into road cycling and I was also mountain biking in the desert. So the heat never bothered me just because I was always out having fun, you know, riding my bicycles when I was in Tucson, Arizona. I trained during even the winter, during the summer. I rode my bike all year in Arizona, in Tucson. Oh yeah, I remember about the window, Kip. I remember about the wind in Tucson because that's the battle when you're road cycling. Is the wind. You know, it's a challenge when you're road cycling and you hit the wind. That was one of our enemies. Neen Cook, hi Gino. Hello Neen. Hello Neen. Yesterday I looked up Clark's International. It's super nice. Lots of updates and improvement, but booking flight is lacking. Yes. It's always been a problem with Clark Airport. I've flown into Clark Airport many times. Beautiful airport, like you said, got that wooden arch architecture, very spacious, all automated. They even have those, you know, when you board the plane, the machine that attaches the plane to the building. That way you don't have to climb downstairs. Because here in the Philippines, when you fly here domestic, a lot of the flights here, you have to like, they put the stairs, attach it to the plane. You go down the stairs, you hop on a bus, and they take you to the terminal. That's a common process. But there at Clark, they had those machines where like, they like hook it up to the door of the plane, and then it's attached to the building. So you don't have to like walk on the runway or tarmac. You know, you're like on the building right away. You know, so very modern. But again, they lack flights going to Angeles City. They were saying when they were building that the reason for it was like they were gonna try to decongest Manila, but it's not happening. Most of your flights are still going into Manila. Dan Cook, hi Neen, all right. Where was your first home when you made the move to the Philippines? All right. I made the move to the Philippines in 2011, and I landed in Boracay Island. That was my retirement destination. After all, I did my recon. I call it recon. It's like 1 year before. I took 30 days and I traveled Baguio City. I traveled Subic in Olongapo, Tagaytay, Angeles City, and I went to Boracay. And Boracay just checked all the boxes for me, so I ended up in Boracay. But my plan was I was gonna see if I liked Boracay. I had a studio apartment in Boracay, tiny apartment on White Beach. And my plan was 6 months, really, when I first got there. But it ended up staying there 18 months. Loved my time in Boracay. If it hadn't worked out, my second choice was Baguio City because the cooler weather in Baguio. But it worked out for me. I loved Boracay. I loved Aklan province once I moved to Calibo. Been here 14 years and I'm not going anywhere. This is my a forever home. Aklan province is my forever home. I love it here. I love it here. I love the people here. I love that it's not congested. You know, I can drive my car. I can ride Bumblebee. There's no traffic. We don't have any pollution. We don't have that. We don't have tall buildings and that pollution, that smog. We don't have that here. We have nothing but fresh air here. I can walk in our community here. You see it in my vlogs. I'm always walking in the morning, sunset. We're out jogging, riding bicycles. I'm riding my skateboard now. It worked out. It worked out for me that I found this. And I'm not from Aklan. When I moved to Boracay Island in 2011, the only person I knew in Aklan was my landlord. And the only reason I met my landlord was online. I was just finding a place in Boracay. I figured I found it online, and then I booked it. You know, I paid. I think I paid in advance the 6 months, but I just wanted to like get here and then figure it out. Because back in 2011, it's not like now where you have all these YouTube channels, you have all these vloggers. I didn't have that when I moved here in 2011. It was really a leap of faith, you know, because no guide, no person that's been here, boots on the ground. There's nothing like that back in 2011. I had to learn everything myself, you know. That's why I'm trying to pass the information. I'm trying to pass the information where my mistakes, you know, the mistakes that I did here. Like, my biggest mistake is buying a used car. Never buy a used car in the Philippines. I bought one here, like a Honda Accord. Worst car that I ever owned in my life. And I never bought a used car in the US anyway. I always bought new. But at the time, I figured it was only $3,000. It was, I think, a year 2000 Honda Accord. It looked all right when I test drove it, but it was horrible. The AC on it broke after like 1 month and never worked again. I spent money on the AC. But that's why I finally just decided save the cash until I paid for a brand new car. And super happy, you know, it's like our 2019 Toyota Wigo, best car I've ever had, man. This thing runs like a champ. Drove it in Luzon, drove it in Negros Island. I've taken on the ferries. Saves gas. I get over 50 miles to the gallon. It's a 3-cylinder. I mean, it's awesome. My friend Michael in Tres Martires, he just bought the new Toyota Wigo, and I told him, man, you're gonna love the Toyota Wigo. Even Steven, all right, that's a cool name, man. Even Steven, watching you in Dazel Live, a stress-free life helps me keep myself in check towards retirement. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad it's helping you. Helps me keep my eyes on the final prize. Healthcare work environment is, I know, brother. I know, man. You know, it's like I worked the healthcare field for, that was my career in the military. If you can imagine, not just healthcare, but healthcare in the military. You know, I did that for 20 years. And then when I got out of the military, I worked at St. Mary's Hospital in Tucson, Arizona for another 7 years. So, not an easy place to work, the healthcare. Very stressful environment. So keep your eye on the prize. You know, it's like that retirement will get there, and then you can throw all the stress away and just enjoy your life once you're retired. Oh, thank you, Jumpy. Thank you. Very. Thank you for the kind words, Jumpy. Appreciate that. Paras. Squid Games is released. All right. We watch Squid Games, man. We like Squid Games. Say that. All right. Hello. Oh, that might be the final season, huh? Well, probably good anyway, Ayo John, because like usually after a while, you know, it loses its steam. So maybe if it's the final season, probably for the best. It is endless of things to do to move overseas. I have a 2-year planner to keep track of all the details, things to do list. But that's our military background. That's why you did that, Daniel. And I'm the same way when I did my retirement. I had like a big whiteboard in my apartment, my old place, and I would have like a list of like to do things. So I can relate. I can relate to that, man. But it's good. But one thing, Daniel, I'm gonna say, no matter what, how you prepare, of course, things will come up here. When you get here, there's gonna be things that come up. You just gotta, learn to adjust to the life here in the Philippines. It's not gonna be as hectic as the life in the U.S. If something goes wrong, well, it goes wrong, but you're gonna be retired. You're gonna have the time to deal with it. Nothing is like, when you're working in the US, what happens is like you want everything to get done immediately. That way, before another thing piles on it. I think that's the mentality we have. Here in the Philippines, everything just moves at a slow pace, like my internet. Like if it's slow this week, oh well, maybe I'll fix it next week. And if I go to Kalibo Cable next week, they can't fix it. Oh well, I'll just wait. It's like nothing to stress over, because for me it's just internet. As long as I'm still able to communicate with you guys, and then if it didn't work here, I would have found a way for internet, another source for internet. So all I'm saying is, once you get here, Daniel, you're just gonna have to I get this from my good friend Jamal. He's in Dumaguete now. He's from Hawaii. Now he's getting set. He's been in Dumaguete now a few months. He always tells his thing was like, calm down. He always said that, and I always tell that to people. It's like, when you come to the Philippines, just calm down. No need to get all hyped up about. A lot of times, it's amazing how when you realize it, you get wound up with nothing. Nonsense. Once you're retired, you'll realize that anyway, that all the stuff that bothered you when you're working, all the people that bothered you, when you're retired, you don't want to be bothered by all that anymore. You're going to find out, it's just, it's nice to just have the peace and quiet, walks on the beach, walks in your community. I could, like when I go to Boracay, Dazel will tell you this, I just let Dazel shop, do her thing. I usually just stay on the beach. I just sit there and people watch. I'll be at Real Coffee. I'll be people watch. I'll be on the beach, underneath a coconut tree, just enjoying hearing the ocean, watching people, just let just time pass by. It's just feel thankful that I'm retired. Is there an AC unit that has a sensor that will auto once a certain temp? I have not seen. I guess you can. I guess you can say it. Because the inverter AC, it's called the split type. It comes with a remote control, and the remote control, there's like a temperature. Like I see it all the time. Like the hotel where we're going, I'm sure they'll have it where it'll go. You put it on 24 degrees Celsius, and then that's what it'll maintain that temperature, whatever temperature you put it in. So I guess you could say it's different. Like I know what you're talking about, the thermostat, because you're cooling the entire house on the thermostat. I have not seen that type here, but on the split type inverter on the remote, it has a temperature there where you can put the temperature that you want. Yes, it's windy here too. It's windy in Arizona. Plus a lot of rain. I was supposed to attend the Guam event in Tucson. There's a lot of Chamorros there. All right, the Chamorro. Hey, I've been to the Chamorro village in Guam. I've been there like 3 times. A friend of mine used to be stationed in Guam, so I would visit him. And when I was here in the Philippines, I would visit him in Guam. I remember the Chamorro village. Guam is fun. I like going to Guam because for me, when I go to Guam, I can also go to Anderson Air Force Base. They have a BX there. They have a commissary, and it's just a good feeling for me. I've been retired now going 21 years. March is my anniversary month. I retired from the Air Force March of 2004. So I've been retired now for 21 years in the Air Force, collecting a pension from the military, U.S. military Air Force for 21 years. And I just love the times, like even when I went to Singapore with Dazel, we went to Sembawang Naval Base in Singapore. I just love being around a military base because I kind of miss it because, that was part of my life for 20 years, being around military people, being inside the base, and I just love it. Whenever I get a chance, and don't get many chances because we don't have a U.S. military base here anymore in the Philippines. But I just like it. Like I remember when I took Dazel to Sembawang Naval Base in Singapore. Their Air Force major. I was at the gate. I only had my military ID, my retired military ID. Dazel at the time didn't have a military ID yet, and that was the reason why we were going there, was to get her ID. And this major, come up to me and said, "Can I help you, sir?" And I said, "Yes, sir. I was just trying to get my wife." I pointed to Dazel. I wanted her to get a military ID card. And this major, he took his time. I mean, this was at the gate at Sembawang. He walked me to their office where we would get our Dazzle's ID. He took me along, and then I remember him. And he even told, I told him I was retired, and he said, "Thank you for my service." I was just like, it's a good feeling when you're around good people like that. And I remember him. Like it happened yesterday. And Dazzle, she was so happy she got her military ID. We went to the commissary, then we went to the BX at Sembawang Naval Base. HD, all right. You can say joke lang, and it's similar to charot. Yeah, charot, and char. Yeah, I hear that too. But I believe Dazzle knows what type of people uses the phrase instead of joke lang. Yeah. I usually hear char and charot. Like most of the time, it's women that says that. Most time guys will say joke lang. I have good sense of humor, sometimes too good. So I learn about joke lang the hard way. All right, Daniel. I will never get another COVID. Yeah, me too. I'm hoping, man. I don't want a COVID shot anymore, man. I am positive. I am overthinking my packing. You are, Kip. Don't worry, man. Just make it here, Kip. Once you get here in October, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll make sure. We'll take good care of you when you get here. If you forget anything on your packing list, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when you get here. Goku, I believe you're looking for a thermostat controlled switch. We use thermocouple sensor to auto switch certain components in engineering. Man, HD is like an engineering guy. HD just knows a lot about stuff. Ram Aguilar. Hello, greetings from Fort Lauderdale. Again, all right, Fort Lauderdale. Another Florida person, all right. How is it going there tonight? Hey, yo, John. All right, good. I like that communication, guys. See you next time, Gino. Dan and I have... All right, Neen. All right. Thank you for coming online. Appreciate you. All right, so, that's good. You guys are talking. Spring breakers are coming. That must be like the time to, when Florida's like gonna be crowded with all the spring breakers. I know you're not allowed to pump your own gas here. I've never pumped my own gas in the Philippines. The whole time that I've been driving here. And I've been driving here now going on 11 years, and I've never pumped my own gas. gas cans here in our province anyway, Daniel. I have not seen a gas can here like in the US, those type. There's one that you can buy like at Ace Hardware that's similar to the US. It's plastic. But most of the time, man, they just put gasoline in our province anyway, in Aklan province, with any container they can find. It could be a Coke 1 liter bottle, plastic 1 liter bottle. It could be like a glass bottle. A lot of times they'll put gas on those water jugs. You can buy like 5 liter water containers. They get different sizes. Drinking water, and they'll put gas on that. So pretty much you can buy gas and they'll put it in any container. Here in our province anyway. I know in the cities they might be stricter. All right, HD. Oh, Gainesville. All right, all right. I didn't know AO John was from Gainesville. That's cool, like when we're finding people living close to each other. All right, Jumpy. Just go with the flow, Daniel. All right, hey, that's it, brother. Once you learn that attitude, once you adapt to that attitude here in the Philippines, that go with the flow, you'll do great here. You'll do great here. Things will go wrong here. Don't get me wrong. There's things that go wrong here, like dealing with like government agencies here. Even like the simplest things sometimes, things happen. It's just one of the. But if you just go with the flow, don't try to sweat the small stuff. You will be fine. You'll do well here. Windy and rainy here in Los Angeles. Wow, rainy in Los Angeles. That's not common in LA because I came from Los Angeles. I lived in Los Angeles before. I graduated from Long Beach, Wilson High in Long Beach. Caucasian African. Can you get whatever products you want in the Philippines? Is there anything you want that you can't get? Does Amazon deliver there? Is it more or less expensive than Arizona was? All right, we've gotten packages here. Kip has sent us packages from Amazon, and another viewer in Idaho sent us a package from Amazon. I've never ordered anything from Amazon from the US to come here. I don't even order stuff from Lazada. There's a Lazada here, kind of like the version of Amazon. I just don't order many things. It's just like, for me, it's like I get by with what we have. It's like I'm not into like stuff. I don't like accumulating things, so it's not a big thing. Once you meet me, get a chance to meet me, you'll see how simple I am. It's like I don't need a lot of stuff anymore, not like I used to. It's like even this phone. This phone is an iPhone, I think 10. My friend from Hawaii, this was a hand-me-down phone. That's the phone I have. It's like a hand-me-down phone, and I'm fine with that. It's like I do spoil Leanna and Dazel. I just bought Dazel our anniversaries next month, so I bought Dazel a new iPhone 16 because she loves that kind of stuff. She's young, she's 29. She still enjoys that. For me, I'm old. I'll be 59 this year, so. When you get older, all these material things don't matter anymore. For me, anyway. For me, I could say that for me. It doesn't like even when I bought the new GoPro. It's like I think I spent about close to $450 on the new GoPro, and the only reason I bought that is because of YouTube. Because I need it to like film because I don't like it when it's like. Moving up and down on the videos. I like the stability on the GoPro. SNR Club sells a lot of American goods, European goods. Yep. Yeah, you know. Yeah, that's why, if you're here in the Philippines, uh, most places are, most areas now you're going to be close to an SNR. If you live in Luzon, like here in Panay Island, we have SNR in Iloilo. In Negros, if you live in Negros, the SNR in Bacolod. And SNR is it's the Filipino Costco. So pretty much a lot of stuff at Costco is at SNR. We love going there. We go there every time we go to Iloilo. It's a treat for me when we go to SNR because I get to eat like snacks, food that I normally don't see here in Calibo. Yeah. Hey, Melissa, I'm here. All right, Melissa. All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming online. Those are not cherry flavored Coke. That's true, man. I see that all the time, man. It's like even like the sari store outside Camellia will sell that sometimes. The the 1 liter Coke bottles that have gasoline in it, because the motorbikes are the ones that buy it because they know it's 1 liter and they pay cash. Then they can just pour it themselves on their motorbike. Needs to get along to inspire more positive to make the leap. Hey, all right, Jumpy. Good sentiment there, Jumpy. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, it's like I like that's why I enjoy these live streams. I like the interaction with that you all doing. It's like just spreading positive vibes because too much negativity in the world. And then when you're retired here in the Philippines, you're gonna find that anyway. People are like, I know the ones that are still working, they're watching videos here in the Philippines. They're always commenting about, it's like, politics here in the Philippines. I was watching a video, they're talking about all the stuff that's going on that they see in the news. We don't really hear that here. I mean, in Aklan province, I have not seen a single rally here, political rally here in Aklan province, the whole time I've been here. It's like all that political rally, all that stuff, that happens in Manila. The big cities, Manila, probably Cebu City, probably Davao City. You go here to Calibo. I've never heard of a rally here in Calibo or in Aklan province, because like, I guess maybe because people just got better things to do than be rallying about stuff that, people just trying to live, trying to survive, they're trying to earn a paycheck for their family, so all that stuff that you see in the news, that's not happening. That's why I always tell people when you're trying to decide to go to the Philippines, trying to retire here, do your recon, research these places, don't go to places like, if you hear that there's trouble in those places, why would you want to like retire there? Why would you like, it's like, there, like I always mention this on our channel, like Mindanao. I'll give an example of Mindanao. I know many retirees are in Mindanao. I know a lot of expats. They say it's safe and live in Mindanao, but I wouldn't. I'm Filipino. I wouldn't think of living in Mindanao, just because. Why would I want to live at a place where there's a warning from the U.S. Embassy in Manila to stay away from Mindanao? So why would I want to live there? It's like I want peace and quiet and retirement. I don't want stuff going on around me that's going to affect that peace and quiet. What is the best way to transfer funds from banks in the U.S. for? It just depends, like the fastest way is if you have those money transfer like Wise, Remitly. You can open a Philippine bank account here with an ATM and then just transfer funds as you need it. You can even send yourself money and pick it up like at pickup places here in the Philippines. There's ways. I've done a video. I've done a couple of videos actually on banking and send. I mean, of course, it changes. People have different ways. Like me, I still use a checking account in the U.S. with my bank. And all I do is I have a dollar account here in Calibo. I write a check and I deposit the check. It takes 30 days to clear. It cost me like 200 pesos at Philippine National Bank. But I like doing it that way because I don't get killed with the exchange rate. Because a lot of times when you transfer money with the online way, they kill you on the exchange rate. And for me, even that 1 peso, 2 peso makes a difference when you're sending like $2,000, $3,000. So that's like 3,000. And then they sometimes they charge you. So I don't like losing money. It's like because I'm always moving money around anyway. We have several Filipino ATMs here with several banks. So I've just learned to like handle it like the way I do it that way. But many ways that you can move money here. Hey, there's Gavin B. I knew you were gonna come online, brother. I knew it. That's why I said earlier, Gavin B is gonna come in here during his lunch break in Australia and gonna say hello. I appreciate you, Gavin B. See, HD knows Gavin B now too. I know. I saw that. I saw that in the news, Gavin B. That Cyclone Alfred. 30-degree heat again. LOL. Well, at least it's 30-degree heat, man. We're suffering through 40-degree heat here in the Philippines, Gavin. Much love, bro. All right, Ryan, AP. All right, much love. Oh yeah, we've been. Ayo John, Dazel, she was a fan of talk and text. She likes talk and text, and I took her to the Mall of Asia. We watched a game at the Mall of Asia when Talk and Text played there. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. Filipino games a little. I've been to NBA games, of course, in San Antonio when I live in San Antonio, Texas, and when I lived in Tucson, went to Phoenix. It's fun. I mean, you get the same vibe. There's how when you watch a game on TV, it's different when you go to a live game because there's stuff going on in the stands. There's cheerleading. There's like stuff like that. All right, I've got to the bottom of it. All right. I'm almost nearing 2 hours anyway, so I'm gonna cut the live stream here anyway. I'll have to get back with Nefty because Nefty was calling me earlier. Thank you everyone for coming online. Appreciate the support as always. What I'll try to do next week, I think. Hey, all right. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Take care, HD. Hey, take care, bro. God bless. God bless, Gavin P. I might do the live stream next week at 8 a.m. Just so maybe HD was saying it's late, because of the switch they made in the US. So I will do the live stream 1 hour earlier next week, next Friday here in the Philippines. I'll do it at 8 a.m. instead of 9 p.m. All right. Take care, everyone. Take care, everyone. Yes, Ram. That's perfect. 8 p.m. Eastern, Friday next week. See you then. All right, Michael. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming on the live stream. Appreciate it, everyone. Take care. Have a great weekend. All right, Ayo John. All right, brother.